Hey there, I'm John Wetz and this is Spirituality. In this video, I'm going to do a quick 5 or so minute video explaining how every choice we make is driven by a belief inside of us that that choice is the best possible path to the greatest chance at happiness, either now or in the future, even if it means suffering in the now for what we hope will happen in the future. So as I said, we will always make the choice that we believe, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, is the best possible path in whatever it is we're after, whether it's a relationship with someone, a better paying job, a promotion at work, or more money, whatever it is that we are after. We are always going to make the choice that we believe will give us the best chance at obtaining that end goal, even if it means doing stuff that we hate along the way. We have taken in a lot of subliminal programming over the years. Think of how many movies, TV shows, and songs either have a character in them or a nod to a character in them that works their fingers to the bone to provide and care for their loved ones. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong at all with working really hard to provide for your loved ones. It actually can be a very rewarding way to show love. But oftentimes in these shows, they will really romanticize the idea of working so much to a point that it puts the character in a state of suffering, where they are completely ignoring their own needs. Whether it's a hardworking father or a single mom working multiple jobs trying to be both parents at once, there's so many examples of these type of characters in the content that we consume that we fall in love with and believe exemplify this profound expression of love that ultimately is just sacrificing your own needs and wants and general well-being for the happiness and well-being of your loved ones. This is an example of where we learn to do things that we don't really want to do or that make us unhappy for a greater chance at happiness for something that we believe we want. We learn so early on that these characters who sacrifice their own needs and wants for the needs and wants of their loved ones are viewed in the light of like a hero. They are often some of the most lovable characters. And so consider, if you will, when you've taken in that content since you were a kid, from cartoons to, feel-good movies, you kind of picked up this idea that, hey, if I go to great lengths to make other people happy and work really hard and, kind of sacrifice myself, it makes me more lovable. So what if when you're trying to manifest a relationship that will make you happy, that you feel loved in, you take on the role of the sacrificial hero in that relationship. So you start, believing that if you give so much of yourself, that that person is going to see that and feel that same kind of favor or love for you that is shown to be earned through this type of behavior in all kinds of media. Think of how much we chase a paycheck at a job that we hate because we believe it's buying us happiness and providing security for our life so that we can just obtain both essential and just desired things. We often see in media that this is normal, that a lot of people just don't like their job. It's just something that they do to get by, to take care of themselves and their family. But you also wonder how some people get to do things for a living that they just love to do, that it doesn't even seem like work. Take, for example, people who stream online playing like a video game or something for a living. That wasn't considered even a job 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago. But a lot of people will look at that and be like, how do they get to do something fun like that for a living? And I don't. Maybe you were told that your degree or ambition to pursue art or music or acting wasn't practical, that you weren't good enough, or that maybe you would be good enough, but you wouldn't get noticed and you'd ended up, one of those starving artists or homeless or something. Or maybe you were trying to do the streaming thing or the YouTube thing and you kept getting told, get a real job, or this is, you can't make money at that, by people that aren't really as familiar with how the world has changed. So you ended up with all these doubt and fear-based beliefs that it was either going to be really hard or actually impossible, or that you just weren't going to be one of those people that could do that. So you decide to play it safe because ultimately you do know that you want food, you want shelter, and you got scared that you wouldn't be able to find those things by pursuing something that you love to do. This is where you learn to kind of decide to do things that you don't want to do for things that you feel you have to do to be happy. So understand that you will not ever make a choice that you don't believe somewhere inside of you is beneficial to you in some way for your greatest good. Now take this information and use it in your own personal shadow work, because now you can see that every choice you make is actually coming from some kind of belief, whether it's conscious or subconscious. And this lets you decide if that belief is actually benefiting you or holding you back. Was that belief created out of a place of love and excitement, or out of fear and afraid that you wouldn't get what you needed or wanted? So the next time that you find yourself making a choice that ultimately leads to you unhappy at the present time, ask yourself what belief you have that is making you take this action, that makes you think that it's going to lead to a happier future for you, and then decide if it actually might do that or not. This is the basis of shadow work. Anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to physically like it on the like button down below. It helped me out a lot, and it made it easier for others to find this video so it can help them as well. So, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more as well. Anyway, love y'all, and hope to catch you soon.